Don't fuck with me. You know every single porn thing I've searched, so don't fuck with me. Oh boy, looking. Is it called the Mahi Man?
No, it's called Origins.
Origins.docx.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay.
I didn't write that.
At one time, this place was prosperous, peaceful, and achieving. The great and almighty Notch ruled well, with Israfel, his right-hand man, C418, his left, and Hero Sex Man, the demigod guardian, and Notch's son. The creepers, zombies, skeletons, endermen, and spider tribes lived well, just as peacefully as those they worshipped. The creepers, with their explosive personalities, played wonderful music. Sometimes happy, sometimes sad, but always amazing music. They worship the god C18, C4 numbers, who believed was the creator of music and all things good in the world. They only traded with skeletons, and even then, not often. They've since been extremists for ISIS, blowing themselves up at only a moment's notice, and only giving their discs away after death. Zombies were a bit in the beginning, trading scarcely and living off the land. They worshipped Israfel and believed that whenever they died, Israfel brought them back to life, reincarnated. They've begun to move deeper into the tribe's territory, ransacking the villages of the tribes. The skeletons were completely passive, skilled archers. They traded with all tribes, and would come to any tribe's aid, other than zombies. The zombies and skeletons were better rivals, and no one knows to this day how the feud started. The skeletons worship Notch, who often reward them for their generosity to the other tribes. Now they've become like the zombies were, Isolana words, and war-hungry. They now kill creepers for the music they love so much. The Endermen were mages, supposedly from a mystical place called the End. No one quite knows how to get there, and anyone who has ever tried has never come back. It was an honor to meet an Enderman in all the tribes, and many believed them to be Notch's army and messengers. It was rumored back then that making eye contact with an Enderman would require him to kill you, unless he was trying to send you a message. Since then, the Endermen have confirmed this rumor, and have been creeping into our overworld more and more often, taking our blocks and placing them elsewhere. We found 3 strongholds filled with Endermen, and their slave army of silverfish. Mysterious portals have been found in each of the strongholds. However, no one knows how to open them. The spiders were hunters, and skeletons' greatest ally. The skeletons often use spiders as mounts while attacking zombies. During the day, they'd stay in their villages and trade between themselves and other tribes. During the day, I read that twice, with huge open seas, open to any and all. During the night, they were agile and poisonous, going deep into caves and hunting for food. The spiders worshipped Herobrine, believing that he is the one that protects them from the zombies. Now they become more evolved and more dangerous. And then you came and ruined everything. It has been a long time, Stephen, and welcome to hell. Now it's my turn. What could this be? Steve said. How long is this?
I don't remember.
Great. Looking at the piece of reed paper, he wore only iron boots and a diamond helm. Coming up from a cave and looking at the drop. His pickaxe. Excuse me? What?
He's wearing like the shittiest armor right now.
Oh yeah, he wore only iron boots and a diamond helmet. Coming up from a cave and looking at the drop. His pickaxe is broken, but he had a stack of coal, iron, and gold, and a diamond to show for it. He shrugged and figured he'd make a compass and a map with it. He timed this well. It was just turning to daytime when he emerged. He plunked down his crafting table and crafted 4 furnaces to smelt all his ores. He heard footsteps behind him, coming from the forest. Loud groans and guttural noises accompanied it. Steve figured it was just a zombie, so he decided to take it down with his fist. Steve turned around, and there stood something he had never seen before. He looked straight at it, and the monster's jaw dropped. Its eyes were purple, its skin black. It towered over Steve, at least a meter taller, and held a diamond block in its hands. Steve eyed the block, and the monster moved in closer. "Herobrine requests your presence," said the monster. The voice was deep, ragged, deeper than Steve had ever heard. "Who?" Steve replied. "Herobrine requests your presence. Follow me to the stronghold," said the monster. It was obviously getting impatient. "What are you talking about?" Steve said. He got into a fighting stance, glanced over to his furnaces, checking if any iron ingots were done. He'd need a sword. When he glanced back to the monster, having put the smelted ingots in his backpack, it was gone. Suddenly, a huge dragon flew up from the lake behind Steve. It was black and gray, flying with monstrous wings. It too had purple eyes. Steve turned at the sound and saw the dragon before him. He gasped as it flew towards him, and the last thing he saw was the messenger's purple eyes, and he blacked out. Chapter 2, Herobrine. Steve stood in a black room. There was no light, nothing to be seen. He ran suddenly, extremely anxious. He saw a light and ran to it. Fire burned from seemingly nothing. A man sat on a log, turning a piece of zombie flesh over the fire with a stick. "Hello there, Stephen. Take a seat," said the man. He looked and sounded just like Steve, but he had no pupils, only vacant white. "Where am I? Who are you?" Steve said, hyperventilating and almost unable to speak. "This is my world. The end. My name is Herobrine. and I am the guardian of this world, and yours, Herobrine said. I take it that my Enderman has you at the moment? You're saying I'm still in that dragon's claws? What the hell do you want from me? Steve was yelling now. He was scared, and just wanted to know what was happening. I'm afraid so, my dear. I just want to tell you a little story. It will calm you down. No! I don't want to hear your stories! Tell me what is going on here, Steve yelled. Where is this thing, the Enderman taking me? Just hear my story out, little poppet. All will be explained. Steve stood there, arms idle and head down. Tell me then, whatever it will take for me to get out of here. Good. Very, very good, Herobrine said. He gestured to a log on the other side of the fire. It hadn't been there before. You got my note, correct? Yes, outside the cave, but I don't understand what I did, replied Steve. Oh, Stephen, don't worry. All will be explained, said Herobrine. I already explained how I was the guardian of this world, so I don't need to explain that, right? Yeah. Good. Father Israfel, C418, and I ruled over the world for eons. It was quite sudden. Right around the time that you came, 9 years ago, there was a massive unrest among the tribes. They all thought of you as the enemy, going through our caves for resources like iron and diamond, killing our people and destroying our trees to build your home. You defiled our land, referred to us as monster or mob, and brought with you a stronger sun than ever before. It burned the beings of the night. Not even the mighty gods could quell it, and now I, a lone demigod, have taken over their task. Penis. I cannot do anything in the overworld. So I've created this realm.
I'm playing fucking, Super Hexagon. It was doing so well.
Shall I continue?
Sure.
Cannot do anything in the overworld. So I've created this realm to start anew. You also have seemingly come from the Nether, the Death Realm, which is reserved only for the dead souls. You have released these souls into the overworld with each portal to and from you make. And if these souls are allowed to run free in the overworld, then the universe will surely be destroyed. You wouldn't want this, would you? Steve shook his head. He looked straight into the vacant eyes of Herobrine, wondering where and how he got this insane story. Oh, it looks like you're arriving at the stronghold. See you in a moment, Stephen. Herobrine smiled and everything went to black again. Chapter 3. How long is this thing?
I don't know. I don't remember. That's how long.
Okay, it's 7 pages.
About 8 in.
Yes, about 8 inches. It's 7 pages and I'm only on page 3. Very, very dialogue heavy.
Killerface 32 is aroused by the smooth voice in the story.
Okay. Chapter 3. The Stronghold. Steve awoke in a library. Alone. Chests in the corners of the shelves uncovered. Maps. With only that area opened. Read paper books and a compass. He looked around some more, using a crafting bench to make a sword, and getting rid of the cobwebs. The walls were stone brick, and behind it he heard hissing and footsteps. He didn't have enough iron to make a pickaxe, but he was able to punch through some gravel at one opening. Beyond it, there stood dozens, no hundreds, of the Endermen. with small gray bugs slithering around them. He didn't dare look straight at any of them, for fear they'd get mad like the last one. The gray things simply slithered across the floor, not even acknowledging Steve and the Enderman's existence, pushing them around this way and that. Eventually, he found a wooden door, which looked like it led into a hallway. He couldn't see what was beyond it. He opened the door and walked through, hearing the popping of slimes as he went. He was obviously quite near the void. As particles floated off the floor like dust. He walked the long distance to the end of the hallway. There was a spawner which held another of the gray things inside. It was dark and rapidly spawning more of the gray things. Steve decided to call them silverfish. Behind the spawner was some very odd blocks. They had a dark green base with an odd type of stone inlaid on top. There was an empty area in the odd stone. I lost my place for a second. I looked at the chat for a second, and now I lost my place.
I'm going to punch a hole for that.
These were arranged in a 3x3 square with nothing on the corners and a lava block under its middle. 31. See the player you mean. 2. Player name ? Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts.
Oh, you can skip all that. That is the end credit cutscene after you kill the Ender Dragon for the first time and you go through the end portal. I had that there because I was going to figure it into the story eventually, but never really touched it again.
Well, I think that's the end of it then.
Yeah, that's probably the end of it. I just had it pasted there because I could use it later.
Now, holy shit, I need a drink of water now.
Sorry to part your throat.
Shit.
Just ends there? Him standing at the...
Yeah, just ends there.
I have started a lot of writing projects only to write what I have already in my head and then never touch them again because I'm a inconsistent piece of shit.
That leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, I know it does, and a lot of my stuff does.
Well, I'll be right back.
Alright.
I was enjoying the story.
Yeah, you're not the only person to tell me that.
Okay, don't let it go to your head now.
I mean, I meant the whole, you gotta finish up this project, I don't have any motivation to, and I don't know why I don't, because, yeah, I don't know.
Just do it!
Yeah, right, pretty much. I let my dreams be dreams.
Just like you said tomorrow. Yes, I did it. Probably because I was paying attention to the story.
Alright.
Did it.
Okay. Well.
77 seconds, I can live with that.
That, killed, I think 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Hello! If you would like to see more of what we call videos around here, like, comment, and subscribe for more. Oh yeah.